Hello everyone, welcome to bitparade.co.uk's look at the Street Fighter V beta. I'm not gonna lie, we didn't get sent a code for this or anything. I just pre-ordered the game on Steam and got a code, or Greenman Gaming, I should say. Yeah, so we did actually get sent Street Fighter 4, so I was holding out some hope that we'd get Street Fighter 5 as well, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, so I thought we'd take a look at it. This video really is to have a look at how this fight in particular is to you'll see how the game handles some of lag and stuff, and the way it does it is by dropping frames generally. So this isn't the best example I saw of it, but there was one where the intro and outro were running really slow, like just running it like slowed down, running at half speed. The game itself, what it was doing was running at full 60 Hz speed, but just dropping frames. So it was only 30 frames of animation, which is an interesting way. I should say as well, I'm the dark blue Ryu at the minute. I've been parrying there. I've been doing his V trigger is to Ryu's V trigger is to parry, and you can reverse it. But I never learned how to do it, which is something we will get to in a bit, because it's a bit criticising the beta for not being the full game, which is something I don't really want to do. I will also say that all the fights I picked are because I won. None of them are to a particularly high standard. There's odd bits in there, but and I don't play as Ryu all the way through. I started off as Ryu, but I played a lot of Street Fighter 4. And I generally played as Ryu. Again, this is something we'll get to. Yeah, and Super I played as Ryu, and really what it comes down to is the character I like is Ryu, but the problem is he's been in all the games, and it's not changed a huge amount over the years. And so they've sped up his Hadouken, his Shinku Hadouken and Denku Hadouken even. There used to be quite a large delay on it, and now it's kind of, he throws it out pretty quick. So there is, like I say, it's a depth to the game in terms of the V trigger, and here we go, and things like that, where and combos, and so when you're in V trigger mode with Ryu, I believe you can charge up fireballs and things. So. But there's things that you can't really play about with so much, because while there is a training mode in the beta, you can't. So this is where the lag starts happening a bit, and you see this isn't the worst I saw, but it's amongst the worst, and it starts just hitching. So it goes from just dropping frames to kind of teleporting and just freezing a bit, which is more like you would expect. So it sort of. Hopefully you can see from this how it handles it and where it's good, where it's bad. I was selecting it so that I would play people, when I was searching at least, so if I got challenged, I don't know if that was just picking anyone, but when I was searching for a fight, I was picking between 3 and 5 for connection, which is what the game recommends, but I know a lot of people doing 4 up. You can also, which you may see on this bit after the fight, you can, because coming up is the menus and stuff. I have just a very quick look at them. You could select to only play PC if you want, or only PS4 if you're on the PS4. Presumably, I don't know, because I didn't play the PS4 version. So here we go. So you've got connection status and all that sort of stuff. You see, got Ryu there as my character on the right hand side. You could change, which is something that I did. So because I've been using Ryu quite a lot, I used to use Fei Long in Street Fighter 4. He's a bit underpowered, well, very underpowered. So I always thought I was sort of fine with one hand tied behind my back a little bit. Not that it was good enough to really matter, but I needed every bit of help I could get. So I had a bit of a play about, and Rashid's great. Rashid's really good. And so he's slightly more Fei Long like in terms of he kicks hard, and he's very quick. He's not quite as quick as Fei Long. Also, Fei Long is on a billboard in this stage, coincidentally. But yeah, I like this stage. I like the depth of it. It does look a bit rough in the background. You see the sparks there. In the training mode they would be 60 frames, but in this they're a bit low. I don't know what's going on in that bus. it's a beta, you know. Maybe that's something they'll change. Who knows? Leave it in. Yeah. So the that's distracting me. Yeah. So I do like Rashid, but it's. I didn't see a lot of people playing as Charlie. I didn't see a lot of people playing as Rashid. There's a video coming up of Karin. I didn't see. I think it's Nakali and Laura. I barely saw. And the reason is because they're difficult to play, and you need to learn how to play them. So Nash has, you know, an appeal there. Oh yeah, to say with Rashid, sorry, is a lot of his moves mean putting himself in danger. So his fireball isn't great. I do like this move if you catch me playing. Yeah, like that dash towards him, and there's a lot of that with him. Also, you can see there the speed. I saw that he was coming towards me. Rashid's quick enough that I managed to get out of the way. And I'm not a great player. I'm not, by any means, as you can see, really. But so that's his projectile. That's what I mean. He's not built to stay away from people. He rushes in and leaves himself vulnerable. But I do like Rashid. I do like playing as him. Whether or not I will be left behind and I'll just be massively vulnerable all the time, we'll see. His V-trigger thing is to dodge over people as well, which again, if you get good enough at it, I'm sure is very useful. This will be a different wipe now. I used it like oh, look at that, fantastic. Yeah, so because the beta didn't include many options, there was, like I say, basic training mode, but you constantly are getting challenged. You can't just not. You can't turn it off. You can turn it off, but it will just turn itself back on, which is a bit frustrating because it then meant that people didn't get to play as the new people. Because you couldn't play friends. You could track people down, but you couldn't select just to play them, which is how you would do it, just to keep. We were going to do it with a couple of the writers on the website, so we could try out stuff and we could explore the game a bit, and it didn't pan out because of that, which is a shame. But yeah, but the yeah. So sorry, I need to not look at the fight. I'm getting distracted. So yeah, I thought that was a bit of a shame, a bit of a missed opportunity for Capcom, because you could have had people banging on about how great these fighters were. Instead, I saw a few people saying they've been a little bit bored, but I think that's because people were playing as the same characters that they already knew. Whereas I think, given the full game, and it's not a big roster, which is slightly worrying. I know there's more characters coming, but this is the sort of stuff that we'll save for the review. You can't judge a game based on its beta. That's stupid. And I certainly enjoyed it. It's very, very fast, very fluid. So yeah, like I say, Rashid, I clearly haven't scratched the surface with, but I find him fairly easy to use. Whereas someone like Nakali, I think it's Nakali, I keep forgetting his name. I didn't find so easy to, certainly not to use well. So yeah, and like I say, Ryu, obviously everyone knows how to fight, and maybe a bit boring just to keep playing as Ryu. I feel like it's that thing you get with like FIFA or something, where you play it, you buy it every year, and when you get to the point where you're playing it for less and less time because it's so familiar, it's so worn out. And it's not that the game's got worse, it's just that you are burnt out on it. So yeah, I like this move. So that's his V special move, V trigger special move. Yeah, it worked well. I don't know quite why it worked well, but I went sort of all out on that. So yeah, video's almost up. So come and visit us at bitparade.co.uk. We put our Game of the Year up a couple of weeks ago, and our indie games that you might have missed from 2015 has just gone up. I don't know that we're going to do a lot of Street Fighter coverage, but feel free to come and visit us. Thanks for watching.